So I started going to these meetings, in other words, and I would report. I went that first one. I reported back to Carter County Fishermen's Association, and we had probably 20 people that would come every single week. So that's how we started meeting about it. We met every single week till it was passed,
Wow.
and we would review the bill, see what had changed. Like for example, we had some very important things that were I don't know how we did it, but they were put in there. For example, we had assignability wrote into the Fisheries Reform Act because we were like, what if you're sick? What if you can't run your boat? You know, is your boat cause the 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 underlying kernel of Fisheries Reform Act is licensing is not on the boat anymore, it's on the individual. That was a huge change. That is the core of the Fisheries Reform Act. That kernel that is all built around is that concept. So we had assignability, so if you were sick or you got hurt or whatever, you could still work. Your license could still be used and you could still have some income. Also, for people who own multiple boats, like in a long haul operation or a crab pot operation, especially, that was another thing that we had done was transferability, assignability, transferability to where if you sell your boat, you can transfer the license. Before you were selling your boat, and the
Right.
boat held the license.
Right.
You know.
So you could have more than one license after the moratoriums, after the Fisheries Reform Act, but they were assigned to you, not the boats.
You owned the license,
Yeah.
right? They became your license. They were removed from the boat number,
Yeah.
and they were put on. Remember the endorsement to sale?
Yes, yeah.
That was the precursor. But anyway, but there was one other thing I did want to mention that we had done through all this, and that was the cost of a commercial fishing license. It started off as being $250. So even though we tried to get it down to $100, because you got to know it was $35, you know. So we got it down to $200. Also, something else that happened with licensing was the fact that North Carolina is a public trust state, and limited entry is illegal in this state. Now I didn't know they could change the law any time, but at that time that was a serious thing. So there had to be a way in. It was against the law for them to put a cap on commercial fishing license at whatever was out there. You had to have a way in. So they developed what they referred to as eligibility panel for commercial fishing license because you had to have a way in. So they set it at 500.
500
That was the cap, was 500. There's 500 chances for people to get in